If you want to use Octane in Blender 5.0, the install process is a little bit different than a normal add-on, and a lot of people end up getting stuck before they even get it running. It's usually because of things like NVIDIA drivers, missing GPU support, or they just don't know where to download the correct build. But once you know a few things that actually matter, getting Octane running in Blender is surprisingly straightforward. I've been using Octane inside of Blender for at least 5 years, rendering products and doing all kinds of different types of renderings. So in this video, we'll quickly go over the requirements, install Octane build inside of Blender 5.0, and then I'll show you how to launch it and confirm everything is working. So enough of the jibber jabber, let's get straight into the video. And if you're interested in learning more about Blender and Octane workflows, make sure you subscribe because I post new tutorials here on this channel. Before installing anything, there are 2 things you need to check. First, Octane only works with NVIDIA GPUs. If you're running an AMD or integrated graphics card, Octane unfortunately won't work with those. The second thing to pay attention is to your NVIDIA driver version. A lot of people install the newest drivers thinking that is the best option, but with Octane builds, especially the beta version right now, that can actually cause some issues. Right now, a safe driver version is 560.94. That's the one I'm currently using, and I have no issues. Once you have an NVIDIA GPU and the compatible drivers installed, you're ready to install Octane. Now, let's jump in and install it. All right, so the first thing what we're gonna do is jump over to the Old Toy website. You're gonna go over to the form here, come down and scroll all the way down to you see here, Octane license customer forms. We want Blender subform. Click on that, then you're gonna go to releases. Once you are in releases, you're gonna look for this right here, Octane add-on 2026 30.4 beta release for Blender Octane test. Again, I stress this is in beta, guys. Test, beta, release. Every time I post one of these videos, somebody's complaining, oh, this sucks, this is that, this and that. This is in beta. Do not compare it to something that is stable, okay? Beta. Anyways, what we're gonna do here is, you notice here, this add-on is compatible with Blender 5.0, not 5.1 or 5.3 or 5 point whatever, 5.0 at the time of this video, okay? This does not support Blender 4.0. Keep that in mind. Common mistakes and common questions I always get here. Does this work with regular vanilla Blender? This works on vanilla Blender. You can download and install from the Blender Foundation website. There you go. So we have the optimized add-on version ready to be released on the form as beta. We scroll down all the way here. Here's a bunch of new updates that they have fixed here. You guys can definitely take a look at and read those in your own time. One big update that I'm really excited about this one is they made some improvements to the texture displacement, which is one of the reasons why I really want to play with this, and I'm going to update to play with that. So if we scroll down here, down Blender add-on, all platforms, Studio and Prime. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. That's going to download the add-on. And then we still will need the Octane server that allows us access to the Octane server. Octane is not open source, so a lot of people are like, why do I have to have a server? Well, that is, I think, the gateway between keeping it open for us to use, but not exposing all the coding and all that stuff. All right, Octane server, what's the difference? Is Studio allows you to run multiple GPUs. So if you got 2 or 3 GPUs, you can have them all running Octane. If you have the Prime edition, it's only gated to 1 single GPU. You cannot use multiple GPUs. That's the only difference. Some people say, why does it still say licensing on the Prime version? I don't know, but trust me, I've been using it for over 5 years and I've never had an issue. This year, I am using the Studio edition because I did pay to have access to Octane. Every year at the end of the year, they do their Octane Black Friday type deal, and it's absolutely fantastic and worth the money. Grayscale Gorilla assets, World Creator assets, just a whole bunch of stuff for the price that I can't pass that up. So that's one of the main reasons why I jumped on the Studio for the first time and my whole 6 years of using Octane. So once we've got both of these downloaded, I'm just gonna go ahead and download the Prime version with you guys here. No big deal. I'm gonna go to Prime Edition, get that all downloaded. And here I have the add-on version, and then I also have the server. Make sure you have both. We're gonna go ahead and unzip the server. I'm gonna extract it right here in my folder. So there's our Octane Prime server, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna leave the add-on zipped, and we'll just load that in traditionally like we normally would do any add-on for Blender. So I'll just go to Blender. All right, so here I've got Blender 5.0. I'm gonna quickly show you guys, I already have the existing add-on, so I'm gonna just come in here, go to add-ons, install from disk, and then you'll see right here, Blender add-on 31.4. 31.4. That's the one that I want. I'm going to go ahead and install that. Okay, there it is, 31.4. We'll go ahead and turn that on. I'm going to jump out of this. Now we need to turn on our server. So I'm going to go back here to our Octane Prime server, and then I will come in and look for the starter. And here it is, and double click on that. We'll get this little warning. It's okay. Make sure you only download this from the Otoy website, and then click on more info, and that's going to open up this option here to run. Once that does, looks like nothing happened, but if we come down to our tabs here, you'll see that there it is. It came through. I'm going to say allow, and just to double check, I'm going to come over here and look at it. It says 31.4 activated. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going to jump it back into Blender. Typically, since it's the first time install, I like to come in here. I'll go to File, and then I'll go to Octane Render Setup Compositor Denoiser. Click on that. And then what I'll do is just quickly turn on and see if the render is working. The first few times it takes a few minutes and it doesn't seem like it's working, but I'm actually just going to close it and just reboot Blender one more time. Let's go to 5.0. Again, this only works for Blender 5.0. All right, now that we're back in, let's go back to our preferences. I'm going to go Octane, make sure it is activated 31.4, make sure that does match our server. 31.4. Yep, it does. Okay, let's click out again. And let's try this one more time. I'm going to go new, and I'm just going to go default setup this time and turn on the render. Okay, boom, there it is. Now it's working. And then I'm also going to go back to it one more time. New, I'm going to go compositor denoiser. Just make sure that's working. Turn that on. Boom. Now we have the denoiser is activated. And now you have Octane Blender running up and ready to go. So I'm just going to load in my normal starting scene. Here is my normal startup scene, and I'm just going to go ahead and fire that up to make sure that's working also. Boom, there it is. Now it does look like our colors are slightly off, and that is something I am aware of. If I jump back over to the form where we downloaded the original add-on right here, I did note a post here that actually talks about the image here. When you load some of your older projects in this new file, you may notice that color textures appear brighter in the renderer. This happens because of the legacy gamma option no longer works correctly. This is particularly noticeable for image textures connected to the albedo, and that's why mine looks like that. To help with this, I've created a small add-on that automatically adds the missing OCIO color space node where needed, and here it is. So if you guys are having that type of issue, this is where you'll come here and you can download this little quick helper out, and you should be good to go. If you're finding this video useful, you might want to take a look at my free Blender Octane School community. Links down in the description. I'll see you on the inside. One thing I did want to point out too, in this new update version, they did make some major improvements to the texture displacement, which is one of my favorite things to use. It gives a lot more detail to the surface when you're using displacements, and it's one thing that I'm really enjoying a lot with this new update. Remember, since this version is in beta, we're going to probably see more updates coming soon, but it's already a great way to get started using Octane inside of Blender 5.0. So that's how you install Octane for Blender 5.0. Just remember these key things. You need an NVIDIA GPU, you need to use stable drivers, and make sure you download the build from the Otoy forum. Once those pieces are in place, getting Octane running is pretty straightforward. If you want to learn how to actually start lighting and rendering scenes with Octane, check out the next video where I walk through the basics of using Octane inside of Blender.